Chainsaw sculpture was a natural progression for Joe Van Cleve. Growing up in rural Minnesota, he always appreciated nature and looking for creative outlets. So when Joe's dad started experimenting with chainsaw carving, he decided to give it a try too. Today his work is constantly evolving as he strives to improve with every new challenge.
I love making a log come to life. I think that's really neat to see regular piece of wood go from nothing to something unique. That's something that I really enjoy about the chainsaw carving. If at all possible, find a piece of wood that is big enough for the character I want to carve. I prefer to have the wood seasoned or sit for a year or two to get the moisture out of it. Otherwise, they do crack and split a lot. Pine is one of my favorite woods to work with. It's very easy to carve and it dries out a little bit faster. So what I like to do is I like to make a smooth cut on the bottom and stand it upright. And I just look at it to see which direction is going to be the easiest to work with. I guess I've always enjoyed art. I've done a lot of painting, I've done a lot of drawing, but something about the 3D, trying to make something look realistic with my own hands has been something I've been thrilled with since I was a kid. Then what I like to do from there is I've got certain patterns that I cut with certain animals that I make. I make a few cuts just to get the rough outlines done. And that eliminates probably 75% of my cuts. And then from there I can do a lot more detail work. There's lots of little tricks that I've learned along the way. Back cutting and forward cutting, what's gonna dull the teeth on your chainsaw faster. Not hitting the ground at all, because that'll really wreak havoc on your chainsaw. Once I'm satisfied with where I'm at with the chainsaw, what I like to do is just to get the splinters off and the rough edges off, I like to take an angle grinder with sanding pad on it. And I like to go over that and smooth out any of the rough edges I don't like. And then I color it from there depending on what I think it needs. If I want to char it with fire or if I want to paint it with spray paint. It was all trial and error. And there's plenty of pieces I don't have in my yard that have become firewood. There's a lot of little detail. That's why I say practice as much as you can, because there's so many different things that you can do. I really enjoy trying to find that one thing I want to carve that nobody's carved yet. There's a lot of things I have yet to learn, but maybe one day I'll be good enough to help somebody else out.
Prairie Mosaic is funded by the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund with money from the vote of the people of Minnesota on November 4th, 2008. The North Dakota Humanities Council, a nonprofit, independent state partner of the National Endowment for the Humanities. The North Dakota Council on the Arts, and by the members of Prairie Public.